Greetings everybody, this is Kurt Dog, and this is my very first Let's Play video, and I'd figure what a better game to start it out with than Super Mario Bros. 3. Now, this is possibly my favorite game of all time, one that I have the most, fondest memories of. Ever since I was a little kid, I was obsessed with Mario games. Well, I still am. I mean, I love them. I can't say I obsess over them, but this game is one of those games that was just really important in my life and just kind of shaped my tastes and stuff like that in games, and really did a lot of cool stuff too. Here, let me turn this down a little bit. I got a microphone right here, so I'm not getting direct feed audio, but it's good for what it was. Yeah, let's get started. So yeah, this game came out, I can't even remember, I think it was 1990 in the US. That's the first time I ever laid eyes on it. Now, I played Mario 1 and Mario 2 and I loved them just fine, but I think this was the game that actually really just got me into the series and me just saying, oh man, I love Mario games, I will play any Mario game that comes out. And it was just so amazing because, you know, I was just so used to just going left or right, and that was it. I mean, there was an occasional beanstalk every now and again, but just the concept of flying. Oh crap! I messed that up. Yeah, speaking of flying, I messed up the first part of trying to fly. Let's try that again, shall we? Oh, those Koopas just completely dodged that. Okay, let's try that again. But yeah, I was looking at it, Mario can fly? Oh my god! So amazing! Yeah, but I actually didn't get to buy this. Well, we never really bought this game until a couple of years after it came out, because I would just rent this game all the time from the video store. So, that I had a limited but very fond experiences with it before I actually bought the game. Here's a little trick a lot of people probably don't know about. Well, a lot of people when I was a kid didn't know about, but in the very first stage, if you get a certain amount of coins divisible by 11, like 33, 44 and stuff, and you get a score with the second to last digit being divisible by that number, so 44, I would get something 40 points. Get that, divisible by 11, second digit divisible by the number you got, and finish the level with an even number. And I was lucky there, I got the star. Excuse me. And the little Hammer Brother guy turns into a white ship. Now, that was a trick that was taught to me by my babysitter, believe it or not, when I was living in Ridley, California. And if you don't know where that is, you should probably keep it that way. La 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 la. Yeah, actually, there was a lot of these little hints that I learned from my babysitter back when I was living in Ridley. No, not... Someone in the chat said Ridley. It's Gridley with a G. So it's not... No, the city wasn't named after the Metroid villain. Ridley is up in Northern California, which is up by cities like Oroville and Chico and Paradise. That's where my parents worked when I was living in that area. Paradise, California. But if you've been there, it's probably far from what you would expect a place called Paradise to be like. But you know, I grew up not knowing that we were poor. My parents did a really good job of making sure that we didn't know that we were poor. I mean, looking back on it, I now realize that we really were poor, that we were just living in this crappy apartment filled with roaches and stuff like that. But you know, my parents did a really great job of just raising us, and not we never felt like we didn't get what we needed, and we never felt like we were just scraping by. Uh, yeah. And, you know, stuff like video games. We got a Nintendo, we got a Super Nintendo. Eventually, it wasn't like day one launch or anything like that, but, you know, we got plenty of games to, kind of make us forget that we were living in a shithole, pretty much. Excuse my language. And, yeah, this was one of the games that I eventually, you know, discovered that, you know, what's the word, what am I looking for? What am I trying to say? One of the first games that I felt like I actually became a fan of. Because back then there weren't really... I didn't have Nintendo Power, I didn't have access to any magazines that, were talking about what games are coming out with, so Mario was the only series of games that I actually knew about. Like, more than one game in a series. Like, everything else I just rented from the video store at random. Ah, there we go, a leaf. But yeah, I'm just using this... I feel like I'm just using this Let's Play to kind of talk about my life, but... You know, that's... You know... I guess that's what I really kind of wanted to do. Was just talk about how this game kind of influenced me growing up and how it kind of affected my life, because it was just that important. I don't even know if I'm like even making sense or I'm just rambling or whatever, but yeah, this level was a pretty tricky one. I always skipped this one when I was a little kid. I always just went straight from level 3 right to the fortress because it was difficult trying to keep moving while the screen kept scrolling, but after a while, wasn't too big of a deal. Especially, like I said, my babysitter taught me all these tricks and stuff, and this was actually another trick. This whole level of getting, like, every single coin that you could. Probably messed it up here, but whatever. I think I got enough coins. If you get as many coins as you can in this level, you get an extra white mushroom house that gives you what they call P-Wing, which lets you just skip the entire level, if you're good enough at it. Nope, didn't get it. Oh well. So yeah, let's go to the first stage here. Oh, the first bonus stage. Now this was pretty fun when I was growing up as a kid. This was back when my sisters were actually into gaming as much as I was. And we would always help each other with those mini games. Like, one of us would actually go up to the TV and leave our finger, like, at each section of the bonus stage, so we can keep better track of being able to match all three of them up. Rarely worked, but, you know, it was the teamwork that mattered. So that was a lot of fun. Thanks, Jackie. I don't really know what else to say about this stage except for that, you know, hidden toot whistle that you can get. I mean, the music always kind of creeped me out as a kid. Especially going in here to get past all those spikes, but ever since I discovered this up here, to get the toot whistle, I never went back to that part. Now, a lot of people actually knew about that trick from that movie, The Wizard. I didn't even see that movie until, like, years later. I felt I was more sheltered than a lot of gamer kids growing up. Probably for a good reason, because, like I said, we weren't all that rich growing up, so maybe that's why. Didn't really get to see everything that I hear all, like, the gamer kids talking about when they talk about their memories of games like this. They remember going to see The Wizard, and oh man, it was so amazing as a kid. But I never got that. Alright, going down the pipe here. Yeah, there's not really a whole lot to say about this level either. I mean, I always thought these little things right here, the little holes going in and out, kind of looked like California. Going back to the Wizard here, I'll go back to this one. Oh wait, this one doesn't look like it's the one coming up. It's kind of shaped like California, I always thought. Whee! Yeah, this is the one. zooming past that level. Got another star, as I should. Alright, bring it on. Number 6. This was a tricky one, too. Like, I remember trying to get past this part so I can get the 1-up, and I never really... Yeah, see, I messed up right there. Guess some things never change. But this was the tricky part right here, trying to get enough momentum to fly up here so I can get all the coins. Oops, slowing down a bit. There we go. Yeah! Take that, 10-year-old me! No, I wasn't even 10. I was like 5 or 6 when I first played this game. I don't know why I said 10. Here we go, the end card. Now, I never actually discovered this until way later. Like, I don't know if I ever got this minigame this soon in the game. But I would always go to these two first, because these would always have... These two would always tend to have a star, like these two corners right here. So let's see if I can get a match. There we go, got one match. 20 coin. I never really memorized this. Alright, get another item box.
Contents will help you on your way.
Hell yeah, another fire flower. Adding to the pot. And there was like actually a lot of things that kind of scared me about this game, because a lot of kids would always tell me like, oh, if you go over the 4 sections of items, then your game will freeze and you'll never be able to play it again. I was like, oh my god, I better conserve all these. I didn't actually say conserve because I didn't know what those words meant, but you get the idea. Because this was back before like the internet would prove crap like that wrong. Like I would believe like anything that was ever told to me about these games. Like different cheats and codes and stuff that kids would tell me even though it was full of crap. I would believe them, because I was a gullible kid that believed anything Nintendo related. Alright, bring it on. What now? That's what I'm talking about. Alright, let's get this castle.
Oh, it's terrible. The king has been transformed. Please find the magic wand so we can change him back.
And I was totally freaked out, too. I don't know why I was so freaked out, but when you finish these stages as Tanuki or Frog Suit or Hammer Brother Mario, that you would get a different message. I don't know why I was so scared of that, but I was just a weird kid. That's all I can really say about that. I was just weird. Oh no, this game is saying something different. Oh, what? I totally jumped on that. Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. Ah, dang it. I messed that up. It's panicking. Alright, let's try that again. I assure you I'm not that bad at this game. But yeah, those were tough too as a kid. I don't know. And as a kid, I didn't really grasp the concept of, like, better graphics or anything like that. I just thought, oh, it looked different. That's cool. Like, the concept of something, like, looking better was just, like, kind of lost on me. Ah, there we go. Man, I am rusty at this game. I'm usually able to just beat somebody like that with, like, no effort whatsoever. Like, even looking at a Sega Genesis game, that, like, didn't occur to me that it looked better than a Nintendo game. Like, I just thought it looked different. Like, the same with, like, cartoons and stuff. Like, looking at the Super Mario Brothers cartoon, it didn't dawn on me until maybe a few years ago that those cartoons were probably the laziest productions I've ever seen. I was just happy to see Mario on the screen. That's all I cared about. It's like, oh, yay, a Mario cartoon. I mean, I noticed all of the like animation errors and the voices coming out of this wrong characters, but I just wrote it off as a, you know, cartoons are probably hard to make. They made a mistake. That's okay, right? It's just I don't understand how they got away with just being such hacks. It's weird, but whatevs. Oh, I need to go up here. Yeah, I never even saw Captain N as a kid. Like, all I knew was the Super Mario Brothers Super Show, Mario 3, and Super Mario World, the cartoon. Like, pretty much my whole life involving television was pretty much Nickelodeon. I mean, I watched other networks, but Nickelodeon probably had the most influence, like, on my childhood, I guess. If that makes any sense. Like, if anything was ever on, it was probably on Nickelodeon. And I watched other channels, but that was about it. My childhood there. Alright. Get this star here. I mean, that's the one luxury that I didn't realize we had as a kid, was cable. Like, I thought everybody had cable. And I thought cable was just normal TV. And when people talk about cable on TV or whatever, it's like, yeah, we got cable, we got 50 channels. Like, I was, like, impressed with that, because the cable provider we had only carried, like, 30, probably less than 40 channels. But I watched every kid's programming on that. And life was good. Well, life is good now. It's just, back when I was a kid, your imagination ran a bit wilder. And everything was just so magical. You didn't know how it worked. Ah, crap. Go back and get some of those coins. This is another coin where you can get the white, mushroom house. Get an anchor that stops... Oh, one up. There we go. Get an anchor that stops the ship from moving around if you lose the airship stage. I didn't even know that's what it was. Like, back as a kid, I just used the item and nothing happened. At random. I didn't know it was actually associated with the ship. Here's a cool stage. I should have got my star. I always got the star when I was going through this level. It was always so cool to just, like, use a star and destroy all the dry bones and thwomps. Because those were things that I just didn't know could be killed. Oh, that boo. That boo scared the crap out of me when I was a kid. Doom. What are you doing? What are you doing, huh? Oh, I guess nothing. Hey! I saw that. Boo Diddlies. Yeah, that's what they called him in the cartoon for whatever reason. Yeah, they gave everybody a weird name in the Super Mario Bros. 3 cartoon. Alright, here's Boom Boom. The later stages, Boom Boom could fly, so when I saw that, that scared me too. I was a very easily scared child. I don't know why. Stupid stuff like anything that happened in a game that went against like the norm was just scary. Because I was just so used to everything being like kind of being the same. Like when something differs from that, it's like, ah! I don't really have many memories from Desert Land. Like, this was always a world that I always just went through, but I don't really remember a whole lot about it except for, you know, another trick that my babysitter taught me about, the hidden frog suit, like the hidden area with the frog suit and the toot whistle and stuff. Like, I don't even remember the sun level all that much. Ugh. I was stuck at this part for a while. Because I didn't, for whatever reason, I didn't grasp that you can actually hit those turtles so they can destroy all the blocks. Do. Star. Ah, here we go, another end card. I don't even know if there's a specific name for the end card. I just always called it the end card. La 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 la. Pooh. Oh well. Alright, it's hammer time. Or boomerang time. Dun, 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 dun. I usually defeated all of the Hammer Brothers before I realized what you can actually do with the music box that puts them to sleep. Whee! Oh, there we go. Knocking out the sun with the Koopa shell. Take that! Not gonna be mad at me for long. Well, you probably are because I've killed you, but whatever. Alright, let's do it. This was amazing when I was a kid, too. Like, I just thought you just kept getting the items. Like, at the end of the stage. That's what I initially thought, that you could just get the items. But they never showed up in there. I was just really confused. So when that happened, when I mashed 3, it was like, oh! Jackie, look! Jackie, look! Jackie's my sister. Yeah, she would usually play this stuff with me. She doesn't really play video games that much anymore. She's off having a life and a successful college experience. But hey, I'm 27 and I'm playing Mario 3 at 11:45 at night, so who's the real loser? Yeah, it's probably me still. Oh, that never happened. Yeah, this was an area that I didn't really discover until later, either. Like, I always had trouble with the stage because, yeah, there was a lot of holes in the bottom part of the stage, if I remember correctly. I don't remember all that much because I always just took this route. See, that's the thing with a lot of these Mario games. Oh crap, I missed it. Like, once I discovered a specific way to, like, beat a level and play it, I've never really deviated from that way. Which might be a bit weird, but I always had, like, specific conditions that I need to meet, is what I'm saying. Like, if I'm playing Super Mario World, I always had to have a feather and a feather in reserve and get a blue Yoshi. Once I discovered all that stuff, I never played the game without it, if I could help it. I get in frog suit. Frog, frog, froggy suit. Frog, frog, froggy. Now this was really weird too. Fine, be that way. I didn't want those powers. You can take my raccoon suit. Be that way. Like, I was seriously not prepared for them to start shooting fireballs. Alright, what are we getting here? Let's go with the fire flower. The old standby. Okay, never mind then. Just gonna get a raccoon leaf anyway. Dun 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 dun. Dooba da boom. Koopa Troopa. Koopa Troopa. Koopa Troopa. Knock your ass out. Knock your head out. Need another Koopa Troopa down here. Gonna get a beanstalk now. Climbing up this whole thing. Gonna jump on all of these clouds. As I do, I will sing. Alright, let's see. Where's that P block? Was it right here? No, it wasn't. Where was it? Oh, it was right there. Yeah, I knew that. Alright, come on. Get up here. Yeah, I meant to mess up like that. This whole stage was really weird. Just like a random bunch of blocks up here. It's just, yeah. Let's see, was it a chain chomp over here? Yeah. That kind of scared me as a kid, too. Like, I don't know why I keep saying everything scared me in this game, but it did. I swear it did. After a while, I kind of skipped over these games because I would always mess up. As cheesy as it sounds, like, I feel like I did way better at those when I had my sister helping me out. Just like putting her finger on the screen and telling me, now, now. Oh my god. Oh shit. I can't tell you how stupidly stuck I was at this level when I was a kid. I didn't even know that this was a door, so I kept trying to go over this whole thing, probably until the timer ran out. Like, I would just be stuck right here, and, you know, just kind of upset, not knowing what to do, till I exhausted all possible situations, and I pressed up on here. I was like, ah! What'd I do? Eventually realized that was a door. I mean, they made it way more apparent in the Super Nintendo version by actually making that shape a door. Yeah, this level always confused me as a kid. I knew about this spot. Alright, let's see. probably doubt I can, but doesn't hurt to try. Ah, damn it, I missed it. There's a one-up up there that I wanted to get. Took the door in the Grassland Fortress. Yeah. And even though there was a door there, that didn't really connect to me because it the colors kind of camouflaged with the rest of the block, so I didn't know that was actually a door. I mean, I took that door in the Grassland Fortress, but I just never made that connection. Ah, you punk. Dun 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 dun. Card. Alright, so after this airship, I'm gonna call it quits for this episode of Kurt Dog Let's Plays Mario 3 Extravaganza Panza thing. I don't know, I haven't figured out what I'm gonna call this. Probably look over the episode and maybe take an out of context quote and name it that. Or maybe I'll just call it the Kurt Dog Let's Play Super Mario Bros. 3 Extravaganza Tanza, whatever I said. I don't even know what I said anymore. I don't even know what I'm saying right now. I'm just saying whatever comes to mind. Screw it. Patoo. Alright, come here, mushroom guy. This is always tricky, because the camera would just zoom in and out. Well, not really in and out, but just like it would always confuse me when I was trying to jump up on all of those blocks, and the camera just moving up and down, and I would always lose my place and crap like that. It was crazy. Crazy as a fox. I've never said crazy as a fox before. I don't know why I decided to say it then. See, that's how it's done. See, you believe me now, right? You believe me now that I'm actually good at those, don't you? Okay, I guess not. There we go. That's the end of World 2. I'd like to thank you all for watching Episode 1 of Kurt Dog Let's Plays Mario 3, subtitle that consists of a quote out of context. So, yeah, I will see you guys for Episode 2 with Water World and Giant Land.